Hi. Today we are playing with a Tillandsia recurvata.
You have your cheat sheet with?
Tillandsia recurvata.
Great.
It's an air plant. It is native to southern U.S., Mexico, South America, northern South America,
Central America.
Central America,
Yeah.
northern South America.
You got it.
Geography, not my thing.
You're doing great.
This guy we got and almost immediately forgot about. Fell behind a shelf. Totally forgot it existed. I thought it was dead until we started putting a little water on it and it kind of came back to life. I'm notorious for watering sticks, watering things that are dead just to see if they might come back, and this one did. As you can see right now, it is very gray. It's pretty ticked off, but we're going to water it and then try to pull a lot of death out of it to see if we can't bring it back to life. Got a cat dish. Kind of works great for watering air plants that's shallow enough. I'm going to try a fork and a tweezers, see if those work. Then I've got my watering can filled with dechlorinated water just to see what happens. You want to try to zoom in on this? Because I think this is kind of magical right here.
I sure do want to zoom in on that. Yeah.
So we have a very gray looking plant here. I'm just going to pour water over it to see what we're actually dealing with. Kind of soak it a little bit. And then we can see almost right away that a lot of it is actually still alive. Not a lot of it. Some of it is still alive. A lot of it is dead. Just kind of rolling around in the water. So now we can see we actually do have quite a bit of life here left. So it did not like the neglect that we gave it, but it's not quite dead yet. I'm just gonna start kind of breaking it up here. Still letting it soak in, get a little bit more pliable. I don't want to break any of the new growth, but I do want to get a lot of this death out of here. So I'm almost using this as a comb. Actually start picking away. So I don't know if this is death just by natural dieback or if it's because we neglected it.
Ladies, take note. You'd be really good at removing some breakages in your hair, perhaps. Split ends.
So yeah, we're just pulling out just big pieces of dead plant here. It's kind of working. There's actually a lot more life in here than I thought there was. A lot more holding on. I just assumed that it was just going to kind of crumble when I started this. It's actually kind of nice. It's kind of cool. These guys will actually bloom. There's really nice flowers that come off of it when you don't neglect it forever and ever and ever. Assuming that's a lot of what I'm pulling off. I don't have great finger dexterity. I am a mechanic, a handyman, so I'm used to using tools. I also don't want to shred this thing too much. So I'm going to see a lot of green is actually coming back into it.
So I know that like a common name for it is what is it, like a small
moss ball
or ball moss or something.
Yeah.
So when you're touching it, do you feel kind of like a center core, or what does it feel like in there?
Yeah, so it's definitely kind of coming out of one spot. You can see in I'm assuming bottom, it all looks like it's coming out of one central hub and growing out from there. Some of this, like if I look back here, this looks like this would be death, but if I follow that around, it's actually alive. So just got to be kind of careful what I'm yanking on here.
These guys are normally found in really humid environments, right? So you mentioned, the southern United States, Mexico, Central America, often in trees and things like that, where they're like up off the ground.
Oh yeah, airplanes
Yeah.
just grow in trees. Like this actually still has a part of the stick that it was growing on. I'm assuming, just looking at it, I'm assuming it was sitting just on a branch just like this. So you have the bottom and the top was sitting upright like that. Maybe I'm taking away nutrients, because at the beginning here there was some really good rot. So maybe this isn't helpful. We'll find out. Time will tell. That's the fun thing about plants, is that you can mess around with them. And if they don't like it, they'll let you know. If they do like it, they'll let you know. But it's definitely a long game with plants. So after all's said and done, really not a lot left. I thought there was going to be a lot more here, but this is all the death that I pulled off of it. And this is what we're left with. Not big, not really a ball by any means. Yeah, I mean, it's looking very healthy. I think it should come back. Eleanor really wants to be part of this video. The cat is screaming at us because we're giving attention to the wrong places.
Ellie, say hi.
Meow. So this is what I'm left with. Again, really not much, but hopefully we can grow from here. Can't get worse. Something kind of cool that I did discover while cutting away at this is you can actually see the root structure within the plant. I don't know if you can catch that. If you zoom up in there, you can actually see the roots going across the branch that it is attached to.
That's cool.
Yeah. Watering sticks.
Your specialty.
My specialty.